Welcome to this short demonstration on ePharmaSolutions rater monitoring services. In today's clinical trial environment, ensuring that study sites properly interview and diagnose patients and administer psychometric scales for CNS studies has been a complex and expensive process for the pharmaceutical industry. A recent poster presented at the NCDO meeting in 2010 suggests that more than one-third of an industry primary outcome measure for Alzheimer's disease were incorrectly administered and scored by study sites across all visits on over 500 case report forms. Clearly, this is a problem that must be addressed. EPS has developed several innovative solutions that manage and track rater selection, certification, independent diagnosis verification, and remote video monitoring of CNS studies at a fraction of the cost of traditional methods. These solutions utilize proprietary applications that EPS has implemented on global studies for years. This short demonstration will give you an overview of the features and benefits of ePharmaSolutions rater reliability and monitoring technologies. ePharmaSolutions leverages 4 processes and steps to ensure study teams are fully prepared to properly administer scales, enroll qualified patients, and maintain rater calibration throughout each study. Initially, the process begins with selecting the right raters at each site through our proprietary rater selector process, which includes review of past and current qualification data. Once the sites and raters are selected, they are trained and certified on the protocol, scales being administered, and proper interviewing techniques, usually by the scale authors and industry thought leaders. The third step commences when sites are ready to screen patients. EPS can provide independent verification of patient diagnosis through our remote independent assessment service. This service leverages our remote rater monitoring technology with a team of clinicians in over 40 countries who are experts in their field and in the local language who can independently verify the initial patient diagnosis. The fourth step follows the independent verification of diagnosis by using the same clinicians and technology to remotely monitor each visit and patient scoring using our proprietary audio-video data capture technology. Our remote rater monitoring solutions use a combination of technology and clinical expertise to ensure that all raters in a study are properly enrolling qualified patients, interviewing them effectively, and administering and scoring the scales correctly. Our solutions are divided into 3 distinct offerings that can be used collectively or independently, depending on the study. Our independent verification of diagnosis solution ensures that qualified patients are enrolled into each of your studies. Our remote video assessment of scale administration solution ensures that patient interviews are conducted properly and ratings are appropriate for that patient. Our point-of-care eSource data collection tool is a tablet PC-based solution that immediately reduces errors during the scoring process, reducing expensive data reconciliation later. We will review each one of these solutions in detail now. Accurate diagnosis of patients in CNS studies is challenging due to the lack of definitive diagnostic tests available today. Studies have now shown that an independent verification of a patient's diagnosis and qualification to participate in a trial prior to enrollment has a significant impact on reducing screen fail rate and ensuring that appropriate subjects are enrolled in the study. Currently, this independent verification is being done by a telephone or through an audio recording that is sent to the independent reviewer. However, for many disease states, a video of the screening is more accurate than a telephone call to assess symptoms and to verify proper diagnosis. ePharmaSolutions remote video monitoring application provides a simple and affordable way to record the entire visit in a secure 21 CFR Part 11 compliant, password-protected portal that is currently used by more than 200,000 clinical researchers in 107 countries. Researchers simply log into the portal, add the patient information to the system, plug in the EPS-provided webcam, and start the recording. The system captures the video in a flash format, so it can be used on 97% of all the computers in the world, and then assigns that visit to an independent reviewer. The reviewer gets an email alert that a new patient has been screened and needs independent verification. The reviewer logs in to watch the video and provides the feedback to the site on the quality of the interview and the confirmation of diagnosis. Once the site gets an email confirmation of the independent diagnosis, they can proceed with enrolling that patient to the study. The system timestamps and tracks all activity and provides patient-level, visit, site, country, and study-level reports and supports queries for adjudication when the independent diagnosis does not agree with the site rater's diagnosis. The current paper-based process for certifying and calibrating site raters is expensive, time-consuming, and still results in a significant amount of errors that could have been avoided through simple technology solutions that are used in other facets of clinical research. ePharmaSolutions has developed several important solutions that save you time, save your site's time, and significantly reduce scoring errors. Our remote rater monitoring applications help sites video capture a patient screening visit or routine study visit through a simple webcam interface to our clinical trial portal for independent review. The independent review can be used to verify diagnosis and/or monitor site rater activities and scoring per visit. There's no hardware required at the site other than the EPS webcam that uses a simple USB port. This solution is simple and effective for study site users and non-obtrusive to patients. RaterPoint, ePharmaSolutions point-of-care eSource data collection tool. Completing most of the psychometric scales is a complicated process for site raters, especially on global studies, and typically results in scoring errors that need to be identified and remediated by a third party several days later. This process is similar to the way case report forms were completed by coordinators and verified by monitors over 20 years ago. Those type of errors have now been resolved by EDC technologies, but the rating process for CNS studies is still highly paper-based because it's needed as a source document, and data entry into EDC during a patient interview is not appropriate. To solve this problem, ePharmaSolutions uses a validated eSource technology to collect and validate rater scoring forms through a wireless tablet PC that the clinicians can use during the patient interviews and carry it with them throughout the day. The rater simply logs in, enters the patient ID and visit number, adjusts the webcam if a video recording of the interview is required, and starts completing the response forms on the tablet PC like they would with a clipboard. The eSource forms include real-time data edit checks, intelligent branching, and validation checks to eliminate scoring or completion errors. The data and images from each form are saved on the hard drive and synced to the rater database every 30 seconds. This data can then be used for inter- and inter-rater reliability analysis and can integrate with any data analysis or EDC software using CDIS standards to eliminate double data entry for sites. Once the site saves the form, it's converted to a PDF and maintained online, or can be printed and stored locally in the study binder as the source document of record, as it cannot be edited. This technology, developed by Clinical Inc. at Dr. Thomas Littlejohn's Site Management Organization, has been rigorously validated and tested by leading research sites and academic centers, yielding rave reviews by clinicians and research coordinators. Thank you for participating in this short demonstration. If you have any questions, please go to our website, www.epharmasolutions.com, or call 610-832-9915. Thank you.